Welcome to the first ever episode of On Your Behalf, where all your questions get answered. In this episode, we have someone who has inspired hundreds of LinkedIn creators through his consistency. He has more than 6.2 million views on LinkedIn. And in this episode, we tried to dig down into his content creation journey. And we discussed how exactly you can grow on LinkedIn, how to create content strategy which can get you millions of views, how you should pursue content creation. And I have asked many other questions on your behalf. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this value-packed episode. All right, guys, we have my favorite LinkedIn influencer with me, personal branding expert, and the founder and CEO of the social company, Mr. Sudharsanan. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you. Thank you for that awesome intro, Vedant.
Yeah, I mean, having you as the first ever guest, it's my honor, to be honest. And thank you so much for believing in my series.
Oh, I've always believed in you. I've loved your content on LinkedIn. So yeah.
Yes, man. I mean, you have been my inspiration throughout because after, whenever you open LinkedIn every day, there will be one post for sure. And it's in my subconscious mind that, okay, I'm going to see these guys post for sure, So I wanted to know what really made you believe on LinkedIn and that particular platform, because your business also revolves around LinkedIn. So why LinkedIn?
All right. So to give you a bit of a flashback, I've been into digital marketing for over a decade now. I
Wow.
started as a freelancer, then I started a company, and I've been running a digital marketing agency for a while. But during COVID, I did not have as many clients as I thought I would, because on March of 2020, we went into lockdown.
Yeah.
In February, we had 22 paying clients, and in April, we had 6 paying clients. So at least
Okay.
3/4 of our clients went away because of COVID, because most of our clients were small business owners, and
Okay.
they were pretty much in India, and they all went into lockdown. And so obviously they wanted to pass marketing. So the other 6 clients that we had were foreign clients from the
Okay.
US, Australia. So they stayed. And then I thought there has to be something that I can do about this, because
Yeah.
I had to pay salaries,
Yeah.
or I'll have to take profit. So at that point, we decided to pay salaries and take no profit. And we
Mm-hmm.
thought about transforming our business a bit. And that is when I thought I should have a lead generation channel, because the first step in solving a problem is knowing that there is one and acknowledging that there is one. So we have to acknowledge that there is a problem,
Yeah.
because a lot of other businesses were having innovative ideas. They were growing, but we were not growing, which means the problem was with us. It was not with COVID-19.
Yeah. Wow.
So at that point, there were a lot of businesses that were growing, especially
Correct.
digital businesses.
Correct. Yes.
But we were not growing, and we were digital too. So we
Hmm.
had to come up with new ideas. So
Mm-hmm.
we thought we should know what the problem was. So
Hmm.
the first problem was we did not have a marketing channel. No,
Hmm.
not just us. A lot of digital marketing agencies don't do marketing for themselves.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know
Client
why, but
becomes the
that's how it is.
priority. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
do marketing for themselves.
Yeah.
And since it's a B2B business, there's no point in running ads on Facebook and Instagram.
Correct. Yes. It will be very expensive
So
as well. Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
And the second problem was that we had a lot of Indian clients and no foreign clients.
Hmm.
So we thought we should change it. So
Yeah.
at that point of time, we had to build a lead generation channel, and we did not have a budget for it. So the only lead generation channel that we could build at that point was LinkedIn.
Hmm.
And even on LinkedIn, we couldn't go for premium accounts or use Sales Navigator. We had to build a personal brand.
Yeah.
So I started building a personal brand. I started on April 1st of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I started with 130 followers
Yeah. I
and
remember. I
grew my
remember.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you. So we are on this journey together for a very long time now, friend.
Very long time. Like
So
we had few hundred followers and we came on a call for some business stuff.
yeah,
Man, yeah, you made me read one book and I literally cannot forget this bad book, particular book,
wow, wow. So
So
yeah, so
yeah.
I started building my LinkedIn, and in around 6 months, I built somewhere around 10,000 followers, and I started getting leads out of it.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I knew that there are leads there. So I
Yeah.
stepped on the pedal. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get more leads,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been around 13 months now, and now I have about 23,000 followers, getting over 100 leads every month.
Wow, man, 100 leads. Wow, crazy. And I have seen that you have a big team, like people, you are building army like you. So,
Yeah,
like how you groom your team and pass on your mindset to them.
right. In terms of passing on the mindset, I strongly believe that you cannot create leaders; you can identify them.
Oh, okay.
So the first step is knowing if they will be, good enough to be a part of your team and hiring them. And you cannot change them. You can just, nurture them.
Yeah.
So I hire, character, and
Uh-huh.
skill is a byproduct. No, if they have a very good character,
Uh-huh.
they will grow their skills. So I
Mm.
can be instrumental in growing their skills, but not their character. So we hire character and train for skills.
Wow. Amazing. And like, wow, my main question is, how are you so confident about LinkedIn? Because there are many platforms. You could have done the same thing for Twitter as well and Quora as well, or just could have just started blogging, because blogging also a lead generation channel. So why only LinkedIn? Why are you so
Right.
confident about LinkedIn?
Right. See, there are two reasons. The first
Yeah.
reason is LinkedIn is a serious platform where
Correct.
serious people come on a daily basis. A
Mm.
lot of CXOs that I know of, their only social media platform is LinkedIn. They are not on other social media.
Okay.
A lot of them.
Okay.
They don't even get to use LinkedIn on a daily basis. But when they think about social media, they think about LinkedIn.
Wow.
So it's that kind of a platform. Let me give you a fun fact. An average income of an average Facebook user is $10 annually.
What?
Yeah. And an average income of an average LinkedIn user is $35,000 annually.
Man.
So if you want
Yeah.
to work with rich people, you have to be where rich people are.
Correct. Yeah. Makes sense.
So
100%. Yeah.
it's that simple. So that's the first reason why LinkedIn. And the
Wow.
second reason is there are only three platforms by which we can get organic reach these days.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm.
first platform is TikTok, and TikTok is no more in India. So
Correct.
sorry, Indians, you don't deserve TikTok. So, and the second platform is Instagram Reels,
Mm.
and I have camera fear, so I cannot get in front of cameras.
Yeah.
So Instagram Reels was ruled out for me.
Okay.
So the third platform with unlimited organic reach is LinkedIn.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
LinkedIn is one platform which can help you with every kind of content. You can post videos, it will have
Videos.
yeah, so it will have organic reach.
Good
You
reach.
post
Yeah.
carousels, it's going to have good reach.
Mm.
If you post text posts, it's going to have good reach. If you're going to post images, it's going to have good reach. Which
Mm-hmm.
means every content that you create for other platforms can be used on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
You can repurpose the same content on LinkedIn and still grow on LinkedIn at the same rate that you're growing on other platforms. And
Mm.
no, if
Yeah.
not better. No, it's actually LinkedIn is by far the best platform for organic reach, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would agree to this point, because the amount of organic reach you get on LinkedIn is very rare on other platforms. You know?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. And like I have seen your consistency, man. Like, wow, you post every day and you post on a particular time. And I have started noticing it. I open my LinkedIn somewhere around 9 to 10, and I can see that 1 hour ago. And I know this guy post at 8, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Right. So,
Yeah.
like you have been consistent from more than 365 days. I mean, it's crazy for me. And you post something which is really easy to digest, and it gets instant. It is like a good thing to start a day, just like coffee. If you will just sometime I feel so connected with your post that if you will just read it out and bang on, you can start your day. So it is that motivational, that I would say practical, you don't talk about motivation, about this, that. People do talk about motivation in their short content, but you talk about else things, like it is almost like you are documenting your life. How have you been so consistent, and in particular time, you post in particular time, particular kind of content, and you have one brand image. Whenever I see that yellow border thing, I instantly, it gets clicked in my mind that, okay, this is Sudarshan. So how have you been so consistent? That is my question.
Right. So consistency was not easy in the beginning.
Yeah.
But no, I understood one thing. See, I'm not the most good-looking guy in the world. I'm not the most intelligent guy in the world. So
Yeah.
I'm not the best businessman in the world. But one thing that I can be is consistent. So hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard.
Makes
It does
sense.
not matter how much talent you have. It does
Uh-huh.
not matter how intelligent you are. It does not matter how good looking you are. If you cannot work hard, all that you have does not will not help you. So this consistency thing stuck with me for a while now, and no,
Mm.
I'm toxically consistent. Where
Yeah.
no matter what happens, I post.
You and I have seen that,
So
managing that is really crazy, and you have
yeah, and that is
done
why I
it
don't
really.
recommend it to everyone. I don't say that you have to post every day. I just say you have to be consistent, because
Okay.
when I say that you have to post every single day, whatever happens, people get scared of me. So they're frightened about consistency because whatever happens, my post is going to be there. It's
Yes.
been so that's something that I've tuned my mind to, and that's something that has helped me grow, not just in LinkedIn, in my personal life, in my finances,
Mm.
in my skill set. It has helped me everywhere. I'm consistent. If I set my mind to something, I would like to be consistent to it.
Yeah.
Whether I win or not, I'm going to be consistent at it. So
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
mindset that I've grown in myself. And when you ask the question how, it's about planning. See, I do not create today's content today. It's
Correct.
as simple as that.
Correct. Correct.
So for the next 20 days, I already have content. I
Makes
just have to
sense.
take it and post it.
Makes sense.
All I
Yeah.
have to do is wake up before 8 o'clock, post it. It's as simple as that. So
Yeah.
you need a lot of planning to be a lot to build a lot of consistency.
Yes.
So
Yes.
everything has to be planned in advance so that
Mm-hmm.
you have enough content with you to post on your social media platforms.
Mm. Makes
So
sense.
that's how I've been managing myself to be consistent. But no, it does not mean that this is how everyone should work. No, everyone has their
Yeah.
own style of working, but everyone can be consistent in their own way.
Correct.
And
Correct.
consistency does not mean every single day, but for me it means every single day,
Mm. Yes.
because that's
Wow.
how I train myself to be consistent. It's not
Mm.
that I should post every day on LinkedIn to grow on LinkedIn. You don't have to post every day on LinkedIn to grow on LinkedIn. You can post 3 posts a week and grow at a similar speed. But I do not train myself that way. I have to
Mm.
be trained to be consistent by posting every single day, even Sundays.
Yeah. Yes. Perfect. It makes perfect sense, because because people majority of the time misunderstood consistency with posting daily, and because of that I have seen, even in my case as well, the quality of the content will decrease if you'll just try to copy someone. That I
Exactly.
stopped. That took me time, but I stopped it. I'll be very
Yeah.
honest. And because you post short form content, crisp content, maybe the taste of me, or maybe I'm not good with creating content, short content. So if I'll shoot up with long content and with the consistency you do, it will be very problematic for me.
Right.
People will get, like, I have seen my reach decreasing because of the consistency I am maintaining, but at the same time the quality of the content,
Yeah.
it will decrease you know
Exactly. Exactly. Because you cannot post just for the sake of posting.
Posting,
You
exactly.
need, yeah. So you need to provide value. No, it's not about posting consistently. It's about consistently posting valuable content.
Valuable content. Exactly. I have
So
seen one
people
of,
have to
yeah.
find value on your content. Yeah.
Ultimately, yes, you are right. You are right. Exactly. Like, and I wanted to know how exactly you create your content. Like, how,
Right.
what topics you come up
So
with,
yeah.
or yeah.
So there are two ways by which I create content. One is consume a lot of content so that so that your brain constantly creates content. The
Yes.
more the content you consume, the more the content you'll create. That's
Makes
the first
sense.
one.
Makes sense.
And the
Yeah.
second one is, it's not about creating content, it's about documenting your life. Like you rightly said in the
Exactly.
beginning of this, beginning of this podcast, you said that I am documenting my life. Yes, I am documenting my life,
Yes.
because we get to meet a lot of people on a daily basis. We get to
Correct.
talk to a lot of people. We get to
Correct.
understand people on a deeper level, because
Hmm.
that's the kind of business we are in. We have to understand people and their business.
Yeah.
So the more we converse with them, the more inputs they give us, and that becomes our content.
Yeah. Yes.
Because the
Yes.
more we work with CXOs,
Yeah.
the better the mindset of those people are, the
Hmm.
better our mindset becomes.
Hmm.
So I think it's about who we associate with and what we read
Okay.
or what we
Right.
watch,
Yeah. Yeah. First, what you consume, and second, whom you hang out with.
who you associate with. Exactly.
Yeah. 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 Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, I am pretty sure you can relate to this, that our brain works like we find subconsciously, constantly finding content, every here and there. What
Exactly.
could be the topic? What could be the
Exactly.
topic? And it instantly hit in my brain that, okay, this could be a content. So I just write it down, or just make a note or something like that. And you can create
Yeah.
content, because sometimes content ideas come very randomly. Like, it will
Exactly.
it will hit and it will vanish.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm very sure that at least the content writers watching here will be able to relate. Every
Yes.
one of us have at around over 100 content ideas lying in our phone notes,
One word. Yes, yes.
which is not yet converted into content, actual content, but we have
Yeah.
an idea around it. So that's
Hmm.
one good thing. When you don't have content, you don't have to go search anywhere. You just have to scroll through your notes
Yes.
and you will find content. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Like, we always get overwhelmed with seeing another's page 60 with our page 10. So that is
Yeah.
what really demotivates us. So I would recommend all the people who are listening and watching that don't fall into this trap. You
Yeah.
have the capability. If you are willing to do, like, I have a deep respect for people who are being at least consistent for majority of the time on LinkedIn, because that shows their willingness to grow, because that
Yes.
platform asks for way too much than other platforms, because
Yeah.
you cannot just post anything there, like
So true.
story and, yeah, I am in Vizag, I'm in Goa, you cannot post that.
Yeah.
So you have to be very crisp and very clear about what you want to post, and at the same time, you may get 10 likes, 20 likes, but my friend, people are watching you. And that I have
Yeah.
observed, people, my videos get 50 likes, 60 likes, but I have got appreciation more than likes.
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
that made me realize ki, boss, people are watching you. You better
Exactly.
be serious in this platform.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
what most people are concerned about is likes and comments. But what you should be concerned about is the impressions that you get, is the number of views that you get.
Impressions. Correct, correct.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
you might get on only 100 likes, but you might have 10,000 impressions.
yes.
That's what matters, because people are watching you. They don't have to react to your content, but they will remember you if you're consistent on LinkedIn. Not just on LinkedIn, on any platform. If you are
Yeah,
consistent, people are going to notice you.
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Not once someone has come to me and told that, no, I just found you. They've been like, I've been seeing you for a while. You're consistent, and you're doing a good job. I would like to work with you. That's something
Wow.
that people say to me. So consistency wins. It's not your content. It's about consistency of your content.
Consistency of your valuable content. Yeah.
What's your valuable content? Exactly. Value.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, and because of your consistency, I think you are into LinkedIn Creator Program.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us
Yeah.
more about that, because I'm really excited. What was the process? How they called you? How it's going? Tell us more about that as well.
Right. So there are two kinds of programs that LinkedIn has come up with. One is the
Mhm.
LinkedIn Creator Program. The other one is the LinkedIn Creator Accelerator Program. So
Yeah.
I did not apply for the Accelerator Program. Accelerator Program, LinkedIn handholds you into becoming a creator and giving you knowledge from other creators like Nas Daily,
Mhm.
Jay Shetty. LinkedIn
Mhm.
is bringing creators to teach us about content creation. That's LinkedIn Accelerator Program, which I
Mhm.
did not apply for. The LinkedIn Creator Program is LinkedIn chooses people.
Mhm.
They called us and they wanted us to be part of it.
Wow.
And they help us achieve a few things. We can tell our goals to them and they tell
Mhm.
their goals to us, and we work hand in hand so that LinkedIn India grows together.
Okay.
See, there are only see we are early adopters in LinkedIn. If you believe me,
Yeah.
Thakur,
Yes.
we are
Yes.
very pretty early on LinkedIn.
Yes.
See
Yes.
what Facebook was in 2012 and 2013, LinkedIn is today.
Today, 100%
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, agree.
So that phase of Facebook was the fastest growing phase. Name a creator that you know on Facebook today. They started in between 2010 to 2015, right?
Yes.
Because Facebook had enormous organic reach at that point of time,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
LinkedIn has enormous organic reach today. We don't know how it
Today.
will be tomorrow, but today there is enormous organic reach.
Yeah.
It's time that we capitalize on it.
Yes.
So it's something that LinkedIn is working on. LinkedIn is working towards growth. LinkedIn is seeing enormous traction from all over the world.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, right after COVID, this happened. During COVID, it happened.
Yeah.
People from all over the world are starting LinkedIn profiles, growing on LinkedIn like anything. When
Yeah.
I finished college, the only reason I had a LinkedIn profile is because my placement officer in college told me that if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you won't get placed in a company. So that was
Okay.
the reason why I started a LinkedIn profile 10 years ago.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
yeah, but then I left it alone for around 9 years. Then I
Okay.
took it back and grew it big time. But today's college students, at least 20-30% of people that I see on my feed are students. It's
Yes.
yeah, which is very good.
Very good. Very good.
I like the way the world is changing today. College students are making way more money than they should make,
Yeah. Then they
and
can
that's what I
make through
thought.
placements.
Then exactly. So most people we got into LinkedIn because we could get placed.
Placed.
Today's generation is getting into LinkedIn because they don't have to get placed.
Yeah. Things have changed.
There's a huge
Yeah.
difference. Yeah. So it's
Yes.
a good thing. I know college students making 2 lakh per month through
Yeah.
LinkedIn, freelancing,
Yeah.
traveling. Now that's a dream life that I dreamt of when I was in college, and for me it was not possible. For them, it's possible today.
Hmm.
So no, I'm amazed what a 10-year journey can teach you. It's been
Yeah.
10 years since I passed out of college, right? So in these 10 years, I've seen a lot of social media changes that has come into this world.
Hmm.
I never knew that a creator could get paid
Yeah.
just for creating,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
being a creator is a profession now. It's a recognized profession now.
Yes.
A YouTube creator, Instagram creator, it's a recognized profession now. So
Hmm.
content creation itself is a profession, which
Yeah.
I did not think so. No, and today LinkedIn creators, I know LinkedIn creators who do 4 5 brand deals a month,
Wow.
make over 60 70,000 a month,
Yeah.
just by create, but just with brand deals.
Just with
That's
brand.
something that that we never thought of like 5 10 years ago.
Yes.
Today it's possible.
Yes.
So content creation is rewarding. It's really rewarding. So yeah. So the world is changing and changing for the best.
Yes. Agree. Agree. Yes. I mean, the LinkedIn is putting efforts for making LinkedIn creator friendly program and the creator friendly platform. And that is very
Yeah,
good. That is very good. I have
exactly.
seen, yeah, the amount of reach they are giving. And they realize that people are realizing the power of LinkedIn.
Exactly.
People are shifting. First, we used to think that you will get professional people only on Twitter.
Yeah,
And now you'll find more professional, refined, high paying people on LinkedIn. And
exactly.
that, yeah, and And as you probably know that only 1% of people actually create
Yes.
on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is the best thing. That is the best thing. And people are still watching, but they don't
Yeah.
create. Yeah.
Exactly.
This we have to realize that people are watching, you know?
Yeah.
Yes,
Actually, the
yes.
thing is, it's about the difference between being a consumer and being a creator.
Yeah.
They're both consistent. Consumers are consistent
Yes.
in consuming content. Creators
Yes.
are consistent in creating content.
Creating
But the
content.
ones who are creating make money.
Yes. Yes.
So I think that's how the world is today.
Yeah.
And not just LinkedIn. See, social media platforms these days want
Mm-hmm.
creators to grow on that platform. For example,
Yes.
Instagram has a program called Born on Instagram program.
Yeah.
So they take creators from all over India. They train them. They take them through a course, free course, for 7 weeks, and give them goodies, encourage
Mm.
them to create more content.
Content. Yeah. Yeah.
So they teach you how to create content. They bring established content creators to speak on the program. So they do it,
Yes.
and LinkedIn is doing the same now. LinkedIn
Mm.
is helping creators grow. So
Yeah.
that's what the creator program is about. That's what the creator accelerator program is about. So it's if you haven't applied now, apply it next year. So it is very important to be on the program so that you grow with creators. See, the best way to grow is to be with people who are growing,
Growing. Yeah.
right?
Makes
So
sense.
if,
Yeah.
if you're getting on a train, no matter how crowded the train is, you'll get to where everyone is getting to.
Yes.
So get on the
Yeah.
train, my friend. So
Yeah.
you cannot stand in the station and say, hey, that train is going and it's too crowded.
Too crowded. Yeah. You
So
have
you
to
have to
be on
get
the
on the
train.
train to go. Yeah, exactly. You have to be on the train. So
Yeah.
start creating content and start creating on every program that LinkedIn is throwing at you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, tell us about the social company, like what it is about, what
Right.
exactly you guys are trying to achieve, vision, mission, everything.
Excellent. Excellent. So we are a personal branding agency that is specialized in LinkedIn.
Okay.
So that's the only service we offer,
Okay.
right? So we help people establish their authority in their niche on LinkedIn.
Hmm.
So our typical clients are CXOs, founders, business owners, heads of companies, leaders of companies who don't have time to create content, but have to create content somehow because we live in the content economy.
Correct. Yes.
People have to put out content in order to show what their brand stands for.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to tell their brand story. Everyone wants leads.
Yeah.
Everyone wants them to be known in their niche. So we
Yes.
help do that. We create content. We take care of their profile. We do optimize their profile. We help them establish their niche in every possible way
Hmm.
on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we build a following for them, a community for them,
Yeah.
even with their help, of course. But yeah, that's what we do. We learn from them, create content by ourselves, and take
Yeah.
care of their entire LinkedIn profiles.
Okay. Okay. Like you manage and grow their LinkedIn profile.
Exactly, we manage and grow their LinkedIn profiles
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
to a
Beautiful.
point where it actually gives results to them. No, we've had clients who get over 50-60 leads a month now.
Wow.
uh, since 50-60 leads, inbound leads, are
It's
much better than 5,000 outbound leads.
outbound. I agree. I agree. I was about to say that,
Right.
people
Yeah.
are interested on you,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they are already logged 50% in their head if they're approaching you.
Exactly.
Yeah. They
Exactly.
believe in you in
Exactly. Yeah.
next sense.
Because
Yeah.
once you pick the call, you don't have to explain them what you do. They already know what you do.
Correct.
And they already know who you are. So
Correct.
they know everything about you, and then they're approaching you, which means they're approaching you like they want to be a client. That's why they're approaching you. It's
Yes.
that easy
Yes.
to convert leads on LinkedIn.
Yes.
So and there are clients who we handle have raised funds through LinkedIn. They found their investors through LinkedIn,
Ooh.
and a few investors that we handle, they've found their startups through LinkedIn. So we have a person who has gotten placed on one of the top 6 companies in the world
Okay.
because he wanted us to handle his LinkedIn profile and put in touch with those companies. And we did it for 7 months, and in the 7th month he was already in the US. So he was in India before. So things are possible with LinkedIn. Things that
Hmm.
no, if you want something, that's possible with LinkedIn professionally. It's that easy if you are able to crack what works for you on that platform, because what works for me might not work for you. What works for Vedant might not work for me.
Yeah.
We all have different, different niches, different target audience, different types of creating content, different tones. So what works for you, if you can find what works for you, LinkedIn is going to work for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, it is like LinkedIn is something which you can, this is becoming more LinkedIn content, LinkedIn podcast, but it has to be because
It has to be, yeah.
that particular platform got so much potential. If we still are not there and not active there, we are missing big chunk of our growth, actually.
And moreover, since it's me on this podcast, it has to be LinkedIn, because people ask me, why don't you handle other platforms?
Yes.
And the reason is,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the reason is I'm good at LinkedIn and we've stuck with what we are good at.
Good at, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So we cannot see, I do not believe in being jack of all arts. You cannot be.
Yes.
You cannot have, you cannot be an expert at everything.
Yes.
You can be okay-ish at see, I'm okay-ish in LinkedIn. Sorry, I'm very good in LinkedIn. I'm okay-ish in Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? I'm okay-ish. I've built around 10,000 followers there. I'm okay-ish on Instagram. I'm okay-ish on Facebook. I know how to run ads.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very, very good in LinkedIn.
Yes.
So only what you are very good in can be offered as a service.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it for someone else, you have to be very good at it.
Very good at it, and
exactly. And especially in the world that we live today, the competition is very, very huge, because there are people who are as good as you, or even better, and you have to outwork them to have clients with you. So it's very important that you're very good at what you do.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I've noticed is that people who manage to become personal brands on LinkedIn are basically very good at what they do.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Because sharing content on LinkedIn takes very much of your time for consuming. And if you are consuming, you are taking information, and ultimately you will apply it. If you're not applying it, you ultimately, your client will get vanished, even if they get, if you get inbounds. So ultimately, if I have, as I told you, like, majority of us who are creating constant valuable content on LinkedIn, my friend, they are going to be successful in their life. For sure.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yes.
I'll tell you, this is a subconscious game, Vedant. The way I see it, people who know that they're really good at something and know that they can provide value will grow. It's not about gaining. See, people see it from a gaining perspective. How much followers will I gain today? How much likes I get today? No, when people see it from a gaining perspective, they see it from a lack perspective, which means they have a lack of something. And when you approach something with the lack of something, you attract lack of it.
Wow.
So what you have to do is think about what you can offer on the platform, how much value you offered, how many lives you can touch. And when you see it from an abundant mindset, that is what you attract. You attract abundance. So the likes, the comments, the engagement, the followers that you get is only a byproduct. It's only a reflection of the abundance that you have inside of you. So think about what value you can add to the platform, and the platform is going to bless you with abundance.
Yeah, just keep on adding value, and you will ultimately get the value in terms of the numbers. Don't chase it. Chase value.
Exactly. Don't chase it. See, if you chase it, it will run away.
Yeah. Ultimately, it is running
come
away.
To you.
Yeah. Exactly. If you're chasing it, ultimately it is running.
Exactly. You can only attract it. It has to come to you.
It has to come.
So become, what I've understood is become a valuable person and give that value for free, and make people feel that they owe you something for the value you provide.
Yeah.
Give everything for free.
Yes, I feel this for your content. I will be very honest. I feel this for your content. Yes.
Right.
You have said this line somewhere, if I'm not wrong. You have said this, right?
I said it on my LinkedIn post.
Yeah. I see your LinkedIn posts are in my subconscious mind. I don't exactly remember it, but it is there. The few things are
Right.
saying it is making perfect sense, but it is sounding like have I heard it somewhere? Then I remember. Okay, it's his own
Right.
LinkedIn profile. So yeah, you are hitting that subconscious thing that is very brilliant, and you're chasing it
Yeah.
with very good mindset,
Yeah.
and that is resonating on your content as well. Yeah. So tell us about your Joe Stock experience, because I have seen that you have been into Joe Stocks. By the way, I'm very fascinated about this whole public speaking thing. So tell us more about that.
Right. So I thought so too. So I thought Josh Talks was going to be another public speaking experience, but it was not.
Okay.
It was just 4 or 5 people in a room who was going to record you with a camera, and I
Okay.
have camera fear.
Oh.
So see, I've never been afraid of speaking on stages. I've spoken on stages, with 3,000, 4,000 people in the audience, but this experience was totally different. It was difficult, but
Mhm.
thanks to the Josh Talks team, they were patient with me. You know, uh, so it's an experience that that helps you share what you have with the world.
Yeah.
I think that's what speaking anywhere is about. It's about giving the world a part of yourself.
Yes. Makes
So I
sense.
think it's important that everyone who gets to succeed in life, the reason they succeed is because God wants them to do something to the world. So if
Yeah.
it's giving out experience, I think that's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
So Josh Talks is doing a
Yes.
great job about it. So they are bringing a lot of people on board to speak, to give
Mm.
what they have to the world. So I think this is one. It was an amazing experience. Especially
Mm.
the warmth of the team was very good.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And we will jump into the last section of our podcast. So I will take few questions from the LinkedIn people, and they have, on their behalf, I'm going to ask you
Right.
certain questions, which is the theme and the concept
Right.
of our podcast. So yeah, first, Hitesh Sani asks, does content strategy even matters on LinkedIn?
Uh, the question is, does content strategy matters? The answer is yes, without a doubt.
Okay.
I'll tell you. See, my content might look all over the place, but it's not. Everything is planned,
Okay.
right? So the reason I don't create today's content today is because I plan it in advance.
Correct.
So, all right. See, I'm not given this in public. I'm not written about this, but I'll give you it now. See, there are three kinds of content that works very well on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
The first kind of content is to the point business content. You talk about what problem you solve, how you solve it, and for whom you solve it. Right?
Okay.
That's the first kind
Okay.
of content. For
Okay.
example, I am a personal branding expert. So I
Mm-hmm.
talk only about personal branding in my business posts.
Hmm.
So I talk about what problem you solve. So I help people become brands. That's the problem I solve, right?
Yeah.
So how I solve it? I solve it with strategy,
Mm.
by knowing them, by knowing their audience, by building a
Mm.
strategy around the content and
Mm.
engagement, and do it for them. So I talk about
Yeah.
engagement, I talk about strategy, I talk about all that. Then I talk about for whom I do it for. So especially my target audience is founders, CXOs. So I talk about their pain points.
Hmm.
So as a founder, I can easily relate with their pain points too. So I relate with them and I talk about it.
Yeah.
And so that's the first kind of content. What problem you solve, how you solve it, and for whom you solve it. And the
Mm.
second kind of content is generic positive content. But please don't be too cringy with it. You cannot say, see, you cannot write dumb content. You cannot take Google something and write it there. So
How?
it has to
How?
be something,
Example.
right. All right. See, write about something that's good about your life,
Okay.
and don't be too cringy. So don't take some Mother Teresa quote and post it back on LinkedIn. You will
Yeah.
get likes, but you won't get respect out of it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Like does not equal to respect, right? So
Yes.
you need respect. People have to respect you for what you do. So start creating positive content. Especially don't take quotes. If you don't know how to write quotes, don't take quotes. Talk about something good about your life. People will like it.
Yeah.
For example, see, if you like morning coffees, tell people that I drink coffee while I write. If you're a content writer, yeah, or if you do any other work, think about talk about why you like coffees, because people will relate to it and it's real. When you're real, people will respect you for it.
Hmm.
So write something positive, because people like seeing positive content on LinkedIn. It acts as a crowd puller. People will follow you for that, because it makes their day better. No, just like what no Vedant told in the beginning of this podcast. He sees my content and he thinks that his day becomes better because of my content. And I've
Yeah.
felt this with a lot of creators.
Yeah.
Once I consume their content, my day is going to be better, especially Vedant's videos. So when I see that it's so much knowledge in those videos, it's going to make me better as a person. I'm going to learn something out of it. So that's what is positive content is about. So create something that is real for you.
Yeah.
And the third kind of content is value system based content. And this is what most people don't create. People have to relate with you in order to relate with your business.
Correct.
People
Yeah.
do not buy your product or service, they buy your story.
Mm.
So you have to tell your story in a way which will relate to them. See, there are people who will relate to your value system. You will have a lot of things that you hold close to your heart.
Yeah.
And you will have to tell it.
Yeah.
And people will relate to it, and people will buy from you for your value system, not just for the product or service. Because there
Yeah.
are 1,000 people who give the same service. There are 1,000 people who sell the same product.
Mm-hmm.
But you are the only one who matches with their value system.
Yes. Value
And
system.
so they buy from you. So
Yes.
talk about the good things in your life, the mentorships you received, the mentorships you've offered, people who changed your life, people's whose life you changed, and the kind of content you create. And talk about
Mm.
simple stuff, your family values, business values, religious values. Talk about those. So
Mm.
people will find value in it and they will relate with you.
Yeah.
The common misconception is that no, everyone should like my content. There's no way everyone will like your content.
No
The
way.
right ones will like it and you'll make business out of it.
Yes. Create for them.
Yeah,
Create
create
content for
for
them.
the right audience. Exactly.
Yes. Yes. Define your audience at first place, because people
Exactly.
only because of running towards likes, engagements, we tend to forget the real value, and that is whom exactly you are targeting, my friend. And that makes perfect sense to me. Yeah.
Totally. So
Yes.
you have to know who you're talking to, because a content
Yes.
for everyone is a content for no one.
Yeah. 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 Ultimately, yes. Yeah. And we have next question from Ashutosh Sharma. He asks, how does he manage over demanding clients?
Right. Right. The reason why he is asking this question is because he's getting clients. For that, I'm happy. Right.
Yes.
The question is
He-
not how to get clients. He's asking how to
yes.
handle over demanding clients.
Yes.
This is where contracts come into play. Have a contract before you start working
Okay.
with everyone. Whether you
Yeah.
are a freelancer or a business, have a contract, sign a contract, and you give them the deliverables on the contract.
Mm.
And you only do what you have written in that contract,
Mm.
not more, not less.
Yes.
Right. And sometimes what I
Yes.
do is I give a contract and I give one additional service in order to delight the client deliberately.
Okay. Smart.
And when you have a contract in place, there is no way that the client is going to ask you for more. If you don't have
Yeah.
a written contract, they will see. People don't remember. It's not that the client is a villain or something. They just don't remember
Mm.
what you told them.
Yes.
So have it in written. Have it
Yeah.
in written format, so that they know what you have given them, and they will only expect that. They won't expect more. Everybody wants value for their money. Simple as that.
Yes.
Right. So
100%.
exactly. So give them in written, and they won't be over demanding. Yeah. I think the world is by and large filled with good people.
Yes.
Right. So they are not going to demand more from you if you told them this is the only thing that I'm going to offer, not more,
Yeah.
not less.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how you deal with over demanding clients, by signing a contract before sign the client up.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
things should be pretty clear before even starting the
Exactly.
work. Yeah.
Exactly. They should know what you do
Makes
and
sense.
how you do it too. So yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Yes, man. It was heavy conversation.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. We thought of that it will go for less than 30 minutes, and we are already
Yeah.
hitting 1 hour. And I'm still not done, but I will not
Yeah.
take much of your time, man. And
I'm
all in
sorry.
all, yeah, no worries. All in all, I would say loved the conversation, the way you opened up. To be honest, I wasn't expecting, because you have such a brand on LinkedIn. You cannot just open up for everything, but you did. You passed on the value that you proposed to the world, and I'm very happy about that. I'm again very grateful for you that you are here for my first ever initiative, and you are supporting me just like my big brother. And I mean it, because you are someone whom I believed for the first time on LinkedIn.
Right.
Yeah, we came
Wow.
on a call long back, like
Yeah.
way before that. You were consistent, even I was consistent. We both
Yeah.
were like just
Right.
trying to figure out how exactly LinkedIn work. And that
Exactly.
time, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it was initial stage of COVID, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yes,
was in the
yes.
beginning of 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, loved it, loved it. Thank you so much for joining this conversation. I hope it was worth your time.
It was totally worth it. And thank you for for inviting me on your first podcast. It's an honor.
Yes, thank you, man. And I'm guessing that it was worth your time again. So thank you so
Totally.
much.
Totally.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank you
much.
for the invite. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope you got some value out of it. And if yes, do let me know in the comments whom we should call in the next episode.